This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, discounted prices, miniaturemarket.com.
Hello my friends of the Game Boy Geek here. Well, it's that time of year again. Baseball has started. The fields are full, the stadiums are full, and it's time to start playing baseball again. So why not talk about Baseball Highlights 2045? Today we're going to talk about some play mats that you can get to enhance your experience of the game. Let me show you what they're all about, and I'll see you on the other side. I want to show you that I was able to fit these mats folded into the box. Now the box doesn't close all the way down because the mats stick up a little bit higher, but they do fit, dimensionally in the box, but the box top will fit up just a little bit there. And when I take the box top off, you'll see I did fit the mats in there, basically folded over. So here's one of the single player mats out there. Now here's the first thing you notice is number one, I don't know if you can tell us on the camera, but this is a huge mat. Now this right here is about the same size as the board. This is one of the boards that the game comes with, and you'll see that the board is about the same size of this square here. So if you take your own boards and you look at them, and then you realize how much bigger the mat is, it really does take up a lot of real estate. It looks beautiful on the table. And of course you have the same types of things as that's on the board. For example, since it's the same size scalable, your lineup cards fits right there. Your dugout cards that you're putting down the dugout fit here. As you're playing cards, of course, they fit good right there. Now the biggest difference is the minor leagues, which is over here. Before, you used to tuck them under your board. You would have your board here and you would tuck them under there, and sometimes it was hard to get them under, or it would make your board uneven and stuff. So now you can just take your minor leaguers and stick them right over here where it says minor leagues, which is really nice. Another really nice touch is the Mike Fitzgerald sign to baseball, the designer of the game, in the bottom right hand corner. And up in the top right are the place to hold all the runners. Now this is about 2/3 of the runners in the entire game, which actually you have enough to play with 4 people. So this is plenty. This is more than enough to play with 2 people, but you can see it has a big spot, so you can just keep all your runners there. Now I love how they use this extra real estate not only to make the mat nice and big, but they used images from the box, which I love. It's an awesome image based off of, I believe, a Ted Williams card from back in the day. Now looking closer at the mat. Now, a lot of times when you put cards on a table or on a board, when you go to reach them up, sometimes they're hard to grab. But with this play mat, with this, whatever it's made out of here, it does almost raises the card up a little bit. So it's a lot easier to pull cards off the mat than it is off, say, a table or a board, or the original board that came with the game. And as you can see, the people, it's the same size, so everything fits there too as well. Now here's what it might look like set up with 2 players, having 2 of your own mats. So 1 player has each mat, and on the left side we have the free agent deck there lined up, and you can see how much more space it does take up. So you do need some more table space, but it sure does make the table look a lot nicer and brings you into that theme even better. Now I'm showing you a completely different play mat. This is one big play mat. This is mostly used for retail stores and organized play. But you can still buy it yourself as well. Essentially, it's 2 of those play mats that we just played together, but it's one big mat. In the middle, you have the free agent deck. So you see it has a place for a free agent. You probably put, maybe every other one up and down. Free agents go here, and the free agent deck goes right there. And since it's for organized play, there's just enough for 6 people, because that's for the base game. That's what's used in the tournaments. However, if you play with all the expansions and you're not in a tournament, there's an official variant out there that you play with 10 free agents if you're playing with the expansions. And this mat wasn't designed to be able to do this, but if you put the actual draw deck just off the mat, you can fit all 10 cards here. And you'll see the last card does hang over just a little bit, but again, it wasn't designed for the expansions, and that variant is designed for organized play, which doesn't use it. But I know some people are going to ask the question, so yeah, they will pretty much fit on the mat just barely. Well, there you have it. There's the mat. So obviously there's 2 different types. There's the individual mat that you can buy as many of those as you want, or for the stores or super enthusiasts, you can buy that double mat that has the free agents in the middle. So there you have it. Now, as you can see, I'm always a big fan of these mats, and plus I'm always especially a fan of anything that comes out for this game. I mean, it was my card game of the year last year, and even though it came out like a while ago, early that year, it almost made my game of the year and was my game of the year until Time Stories came out. So this game is amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And anytime they come out with any expansions or accessories, I'm going to be absolutely interested in this. And I think a lot of other people will too, because it has such a good feeling of tournaments or casual play. I think it can appeal to people that don't play baseball or don't even care about baseball, and people that do. I just really think this game is quite amazing, and this helps that experience. Those boards that came with the game are quite nice. I mean, the original base games are nice. They're big enough to use. They work fine. But you know, if you want a nicer setup to make it look nice while you're playing, if you want it easier to pick up the cards and such, then these playmats are going to be something that you want to look into. They're definitely high quality. The printing is good. They feel pretty thick. And as you can see in that video, it's something that I like a lot. Now, I believe the MSRP on these mats are coming out of the box when they first get released are $25 each for a single mat, or $50, $49.99 for the double mat with the free agents. So based on that, you can decide what to do there. But overall, I just wanted to show this to you. I've been being asked to do more reviews and show off more accessories, so this is sort of in that ballpark. So there you have it, the Baseball Highlights 2045, different types of play mats, organized play and individual mats.
This video was sponsored by Miniature Market's Review Corner. The Review Corner features podcasts, video, and written game reviews by gamers for gamers. Miniature Market, the online gaming superstore. Thousands of board games, discounted prices. Check them out at miniaturemarket.com. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for backing me on Kickstarter, making this season become a reality. I'd like to especially thank those here that have backed me at the credit level. Now, these video reviews are also available by audio on our podcast. It's the intros and the final thoughts on GameBoyGeek.com. Click podcast.